currently have 3 broken nails. Hey there, it's Sarah, and today I am going to be painting on wood with nail polish. In the previous video, I painted on this giant wood slice. Little sneak peek, a little piece of bark. Darn it. Today we're going quite a bit smaller. Sometimes less is more. Actually, it's just because nail polish smells extremely strong and has a very tiny brush and not a lot comes in it, so this was the way to go. You know. I'm going to be using mostly Me nail polish, which stands for Moriah Elizabeth. Her team was kind enough to send me this limited edition box set of 6 different polishes and 1 clear coat, so 7 technically. Moriah has no idea that I'm making this video, so if she sees it, I know she's very busy, hopefully she likes it. Moriah, I hope you like it. Now, without further ado, let's get on into nail polish art on not my nails. But I did paint them with this. Much excite, wow. Do you like my polka dot tights? Yes or no? I like them, so it doesn't matter, but thanks. My goal for this art piece is to create it using only nail polish. I tested the nail polish both on just the plain wood background and also on some white acrylic paint. So, okay, I lied. I do use a little bit of acrylic as the background for the wood because it is going to make the colors pop out more, and that's why we did this test. I'm going to just test the nail polish on this tiny canvas, do some swatches for you so you can see all the different colors and just how all the pastel rainbow comes together. It is really, really pretty. Smells really, really not pretty, so I am glad that I didn't pick a canvas bigger than this one to start out with. Ooh. I like the names of these colors too. We have Cotton Candy, Crisp Cantaloupe, Key Lime Cream, Pale Plum, Serene Sky, ooh, that's probably the prettiest, and Soft Sunshine, as well as the top coat. And for the itty bitty canvas, I did go ahead and paint the edges so there's no white showing. This is just what it is. It's just the 6 colors laid out. Cute, abstract, simplistic, minimalistic art. By the way, in your opinion, would you even consider this art? I find this conversation to be interesting because, you know, you could buy a really simple piece from the store. If someone asked you, what did you just buy today? And you say, oh, some wall art. Well, then isn't the person who created it an artist, and is it not art? So just some food for thought and a question to get the comments heated. Just be nice to each other, please. Moving on from that potentially deep debate, I am going to now paint this wood panel, which I have sanded and it's nice and smooth. I could not get that square off of it, which is another reason I wanted to paint it with acrylic first. I guess it's a sunspot. There was a square sticker or label on it. Now, could I have used an entire bottle of white nail polish? Yes, but no. No, thank you. After putting on a couple layers of white acrylic and covering all the wood grain, I went ahead and took this sketch of Pickle, and I'm going to transfer this sketch here onto the wood panel. And you can see I did a makeshift transfer paper by just coloring with a graphite pencil on the back. I found a way to center it as best as I could by creating these lines and these cutouts so I could see where the lines line up, and I'm going to tape it down with some washi tape so it's secure when I do the transferring with the pencil here. And to do that, I am just going to trace over every single line the way that it's on the page. And, well, it's not a page, it's a paper. It's not in a book, if we're being technical, I guess. Traced over everything, the feet, the hands, the eyeballs and nostrils, and the wavy spikes. Are they even spikes if they're rounded? I don't know. And here is the inspo for this. Literally just copying it, recreating as I said, because I thought it would be a nice tribute to the Moriah Elizabeth nail polish, you know. Pickle's really cute too. Also, I usually tend to do a few of the same things in rotation, you know, like cupcakes and mountains and bows and cats. So why not pickle the dinosaur instead this time? So on the nails, this nail polish is pretty smooth. I mean, I'm not going to compare it to every other brand, but I have no complaints. On wood, when the brush sits out for a while and continues to kind of get gloppy and start to harden-ish, it's not very flowy. So unless you get a giant glob out and then smooth it around, it's not the most buttery to spread around, but I was able to make it work. Freeze! I had planned to use both of these wood pieces, but your girl's head got a little bit just exactly like that from too many nail polish fumes. It's a different story painting your nails because there's such a small surface area compared to the body of this dino. Pickle, your body is quite thick, buddy. So I have a different idea for this rainbow. I'll probably just paint it with Posca pens instead, but if you have a better idea for what I should use instead of nail polish, I'm not doing any more nail polish. Cannot handle that much, and it's really cold out. Too cold to open the windows, so cannot get enough fresh air. May have damaged some brain cells. Anyway, coming up a few videos away, I'll do a recreating like Moriah Elizabeth's rainbow artwork. Yay! Back to Pickle. At first I wanted to just use these nail polishes, but I want it to actually look like Pickle, so I dug into my huge nail polish collection. This is literally only about 1/3, possibly almost 2/3. I have a ridiculous amount of nail polish, I know. So I found basically the perfect green, luckily, and for some reason it's a matte effect, but that's fine. This is going to be for the wavy part of him. If you pause right here, does this not look like a little bandana? I didn't even mean for that to happen, but look, Pickle has a new style. Anyway, let's continue and fill in the rest of his back here and mess up a little. All's well, we're moving on. It does wipe off pretty easily, but if it didn't, I could always paint back over it with the other lighter green. This one, I don't know, it's about the same, honestly. I didn't really see much of a difference between the consistencies of the nail polish. It starts off really nice and smooth, but then once the brush gets exposed to air for longer periods of time without some rest, it does get more goopy and harder to spread around. So kind of had to like shake it in the bottle a few times throughout this process and let it kind of recharge to get more liquidy again. After filling in that area, I found this is actually one of my favorites, by the way, the Revlon Color Stay. I love this. I started using a very tiny detailing paintbrush to get this black for the outlines, but it was going on very splotchy and I didn't like the look of it. So I switched over, luckily, somehow. I think this video was meant to be because this nail polish pen here, a nail art pen, it was wrapped in plastic. I had not used it at all, and it was just sitting in that box and waiting for me to use it on this. So as you can see, the line is a little bit thicker with this, but I think it works. And in any area that's too thick or doesn't look uniform, I ended up going back in with some of the green nail polish for touch-ups, but this is really smooth. So if any of you guys are thinking to use this for nail art or for nail polish paintings, I do recommend it. It's a nice pen. I think it turned out really nicely, and I was able to go back over the paintbrush lines and fix that arm. And then I accidentally smeared the black. You probably noticed and were like, oh, that's awful looking. I hope that she fixes it. Well, I did. This is where I fill in some of the splotchy areas and make it look more uniform and evenly coated with the light green. Now for the spots and the little patterns on Pickle, I'm using a dotting tool, and I switched out the light purple for this Essie nail polish, and it's kind of a fuchsia color. The easiest way to do polka dots is with a dotting tool, in my opinion, and you saw that I just kind of put the brush upside down so I could dip the dotting tool into the brush, because it's easier that way than to just dip it into the bottle and maybe accidentally get too much out. I did this with every single color, and I just tried to get it as close to the actual sticker or drawing of Pickle that I was referencing. Then I went in and painted the claws. The first little splotch is kind of a jelly bean shape, and then the others are just kind of splotchy. There's a heart also. There's a wide array, well, not really, there's like a 3 array of different shapies. I am making you guys wait on purpose to see the eyeballs be painted on and the little nostrils, because that's when he becomes animated and just, you know, is full of life. So before he comes to life, I am going to paint the frame of this wooden panel with these 5 colors. One of them got left out, sorry. It's the green, because I didn't want there to be green on the outside and have that take away from the main focal point, which is Puxels, which is Pickle's luscious bod. I measured out 5 basically equal sections, and I'm just painting one at a time, the different colors. One layer worked for most of them. There were some areas I did touch up a little bit, and I made sure that where they joined looked nice and neat. I'm very glad that I chose to do a colorful border instead of just one color or gold or just leaving it as is. And oh, before the eyes actually, I am doing my signature, so my initials SL for Sarah Lynn instead of me for not me, because it would be Mariah and not actually me, so SL is actually me. How many of you did I just confuse? Now we want to make sure that Pickle can smell things, and we want Pickle to be able to see. And here's the big reveal. Super cute, right? In all pastel glory. Be sure to share this video with Mariah and let her know that I recreated Pickle and used her nail polishes and thought everything was awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I did enjoy making this minus the slight headaches. I think the nail polishes are really pretty. I hope to see you all back here in my next video. Have a great rest of the day. Bye. I need to get back over there and turn the camera on. Yeah, 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 yeah.